this one is for you LT1 C7 owners out there. Sitting behind me, 2015, with only 4,900 miles on the odometer. Absolutely insane for an 11-year-old car with only 5,000 miles on the odometer. Very lucky to build these beautiful machines. Again, this one is to show you guys, we show a lot of LT4s on our platform, on our YouTube channel, showing all these boosted applications, making 800, 1,000, 1,200 horsepower. This video is to show you C7 owners out there that have LT1s, our different packages that we have to choose from to keep it nice and simple, naturally aspirated, whether you want to do it now, or if you do want to supercharge it in the future, you can add to one of our packages already and make more boost and more horsepower later. So let's go under the hood and show you what we did to this one.
Experience the thrill of unrivaled performance. Our team of experts takes your ride to the next level. From horsepower gains to custom enhancements, we deliver results. Late Model Racecraft. We talking or we racing?
All right, this customer is located in the Houston area, so he is local to us here. He is wanting a nice weekend warrior that he can hop in, drive, be very reliable, but his main goals were the sound. He wanted to hear this thing at idle, chopping with the long tube headers on it, but also for it to drive very nice. So what we went with, what we call our Stage 2 package for you naturally aspirated guys that are just wanting a little bit more power, a little bit more sound, and want that chop at idle. So very basic cold air induction system. Y'all see the AFE. As always, American Racing headers, high flow cats, factory mufflers. What you can't see is in the engine is our custom grind camshaft. Because it's an automatic, we have what we call like our Stage 2 camshaft. It's very driver friendly with a stock torque converter in it. It still has a nice chop at idle, still sounds awesome, but drives very nice. You can be at a stoplight, which we'll go for right here in a second. I'll show you guys how nice it drives sitting at a stoplight, but also sounds very good in the parking lot. Because he is in the Houston area, he wanted a little bit extra horsepower for just a little bit more money. As y'all can see, we added the flex fuel sensor as well. So because it is naturally aspirated, we don't have to worry about extra fuel system on it because of the horsepower it's making. We gained, I want to say it was 80 rear wheel horsepower gain from this setup. It will gain a lot more with ported cylinder heads, intake manifold, and throttle body. And you get that when you step up to our Stage 3 package. So again, you LT1 owners out there that are looking for just more performance, more sound, you don't have to spend a shitload of money and just put superchargers on them and turbos on them. You can start with something like this, and a customer, to be honest, most customers will be fine with this and enjoy it and have plenty of fun with it. You can go one step up. Let's say 6 months from now, he wants 50 more horsepower. We had an intake, throttle body, ported heads. We get it over 500 rear wheel horsepower. And then if he wants more, then we can boost it later. But your average guy that wants to enjoy their vehicle, this is a great package for you. So if you're a C7 owner at home, go to our website, fill out an inquiry, and our sales staff will send you over our different options. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3 NA packages. They are very popular. We don't show a lot of them on our YouTube channel because we do so many boosted applications. So we actually have a couple of these in the pipeline now, so I'll make sure and I'll show you guys a few of these videos. This one's an automatic. I think we have a red one being built right now at the exact same time. That is a manual, so it'd be cool to show y'all the different horsepower numbers, automatic versus manual, and a little bit different camshaft specs. So let me start this thing up now. I want y'all to hear it, and then we'll go for a nice little test drive. 5,000 miles on an 11-year-old vehicle. Absolutely beautiful. Customer is cool as shit too. I did want to go ahead and show you real quick. 80 rear wheel horsepower gain. So the automatic guys, they do baseline a little bit lower on our dyno. 396 when it came in, 476 is where we are at now. 393 rear wheel torque, 443 rear wheel torque. Again, customer can enjoy this, have fun with it. If he wants more, we can add the cylinder heads, intake, throttle body, turn into our Stage 3. I think the last one we did made over 520 rear wheel horsepower. So the intake manifold on this one is kind of what limits this. If y'all can see here, Jason, show them real quick. See the peak power, roughly 6,200 RPMs. This factory intake manifold is a limiting factor. Putting a MSD intake on it, larger throttle body, would bring this power curve up even more. Also, ported cylinder heads help as well. But again, for your average guy just wanting a nice car that sounds good, in my opinion, this thing sounds phenomenal, drives great, fun weekend toy, stoplight to stoplight, put 93 octane in it, or E85 in it. Y'all can see right here. As always, for those of you that haven't watched our channel, we always sticker the vehicle, so no matter who's driving it, whether it's you, your wife, friend, they know what fuel can go in it. And this car can run straight 93 or straight E85 and just enjoy it. So let's hop in it now, go for a quick test drive, and I'll show you all how fun this thing can be stoplight to stoplight. To show you guys in this video that not everybody needs 1,000 horsepower. I know everyone wants 1,000 horsepower. They always say they want 1,000 horsepower, but I want to show you guys that even 500 rear wheel horsepower in these vehicles on this platform completely transforms your driving experience and makes it so much fun to drive. No, you're not going to be the fastest car in Houston, Texas with 500 rear wheel horsepower, but over factory to what you get now, completely different driving experience. It makes it a fun car to drive, and that's what we all want as gearheads. We want a car that we like to look at, we like to drive, we want the performance, we want the sound, and our Stage 2 package checks all those boxes. Just because it doesn't make 1,000 horsepower like all the other boosted applications that we do, does not mean it's not a fun car to drive. Your average customer that owns a C7 Corvette, from the factory, they're fast for most customers. Adding another 80 rear wheel horsepower, so we call it like 120, 130, almost flywheel horsepower, is a huge gain, completely different driving experience from the headers with the exhaust to the camshaft at idle. It just makes it so much more fun to drive. And again, you pull into a parking lot, everyone wants to hear this thing chopping at idle. You pull into a parking lot, everyone knows you got something done to it. I'm gonna put this thing in manual mode. We'll go from second gear real quick. All day long. Second gear, it does have the factory tires on it. Y'all saw the traction control light flashing. It's spinning the tires from a second gear roll. So this customer, if he does want to hook up stoplight to stoplight, which, you know what, we might try that now. We'll leave traction control on. We'll show you how bad it tries to spin and see what traction control will do. But if you put a Toyo on the back of it, then he can really have fun stoplight to stoplight. But again, this customer is more of just cruising it, low, short burst, you know, from 30 to 100, time and time again. And this is exactly what he got. So I definitely think we hit his goals. Sitting at a stoplight, we're not rocking like crazy side to side with the camshaft in it. It does sound really good from the outside, but we're not in here beating the head up against the wall. And also with a stock torque converter in it, it's not wanting to push forward, push through the brakes. I can let go of the brake really easy. It still drives very nice. Just that, just normal acceleration with the headers on the car now, with the dual mode muffler open, it sounds so awesome. Completely different driving experience. Be nice and gentle with it. gonna try to spin pretty bad. Again, spun all through first gear as expected. Traction control helped as best as it could. As soon as it grabbed second, it short shifted into second gear. You can see the traction control light was flashing all through second, but it was still letting it accelerate. Even in third gear, it showed it flashing the traction control light just a little bit, but was still letting us accelerate. Again, if this customer, or if you're out there wanting to build a package like this and you're really into stoplight to stoplight racing or drag racing, obviously a new tire is a must for stoplight to stoplight stuff. But again, for your average customer that's just driving a car, wanting to have fun, just someone pulls up next to them, and again, the way we tune them, you have it in drive, you can floor it, it'll downshift and go, or if I'm gonna roll race somebody, I will put it in manual mode, I'll downshift the gear that I want, that way I'm at the right RPM, and when we tune them, it will automatically upshift by itself. We don't have to watch the tack and hit the tap up button. So let's say the Mustang pulls up next to me. I'm gonna get it to almost 5,000 RPMs with this setup. Go 4,500 and then just stab it. Shifts so good. Takes off and goes, puts you back in the seat. Super fun car to drive. Those of you that watch our channel, guys, as always, I greatly appreciate it. Please comment below, let me know what you guys think about these NA packages, if you want to see more of them, and if you want me to go into more details of what we do and how much horsepower they actually gain for what parts we install, or package versus package, if you want me to show comparisons for the NA stuff, I can do that as well. Comment below, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Until next time, guys.